welcome back to Living Life Barefoot. We just videoed this entire video with no volume, so take two. How's that for beginning?
Yeah, we go in the house to start editing. There's no volume. The external camera wasn't plugged in through the whole last video. So
this morning we were supposed to be headed out 5 o'clock this morning and head to Minnesota to Veg Fest. We were going to be set up as a vendor there. We were going to take all of our microgreen stuff and have a good old time. And obviously that didn't happen. We had all the signs in the universe telling us not to go and all the reasons. On the way back, on the way to the Ozarks and on the way back, our RV started messing up, and it is still in the shop right now. It was supposed to be done and ready, but that was the one thing that was telling us not to go.
yeah, our backup plan was to not stay at a campground, not take the RV, and just stay in hotels. But a deer ran into the side of our brand new truck, so it's also in the shop being repaired, undrivable.
So there's reason number two.
So
a lot of other things too that were going on, but
so then last night on the way, we have a Jeep as well on the way back from, it's an older Jeep, it's like 15 years old. On the way back from the boys parkour class, I told her, I said, why don't just me and you go, we'll fold all the back seats down, we'll fill it with as much microgreen inventory as we can, and you know, we'll just go, we'll make it a quick trip, do the event, and just drive straight back home. And as soon as I said that, the check engine light went
ding.
Ding.
It was like, nope, not a good idea.
So when you get signed, you know, when the world's just smacking you in the head and telling you to go a different direction, it's, you know, heed that warning sometimes. So we don't know what the reason is we were not supposed to go to Minnesota, but we're quite certain that we were not supposed to make that trip. So we decided not to go.
Of course, I was frustrated, you know, made all the plans, did all the work, got all the inventory. You know, there's a whole lot to even just being set up as a vendor. You know, you have to invest your time applying, paying for, finding the RV spot, you know, booking it, getting all the inventory in, putting it all together. It was a big ordeal. So I was a little bummed, but I got my happy pants back on.
Well, that's good.
My positive pants. And, you know, there's just some things that you can't control.
That's right.
So we're moving on from that.
No reason to fight it. I thought today we would just give you an update on our meat birds and where we're at in that process. So something we've been reading about and hearing about and kind of investigating recently is high vibrational foods and how that works and how that provides more nutrition to your body. We've taken that into consideration as we're growing our meat birds.
Yeah, and just to give you a little explanation on that with the chicken. So most people think about eating the chicken breast over the other parts, you know, of the chicken. But when you look at it with the high vibrational, so the parts of the chicken that are using more energy and using more energy, more movement.
Yeah.
So think of your thighs and your wings. They are actually considered a high vibrational food and will give your body more energy when you're eating them versus the chicken breast. Because when you think about the breast on the chicken, like, it's not doing anything at all. So it's not giving you as much nutrition, energy, goodness as the other parts of the chicken. And just to explain it with microgreens actually grow up towards the light, which means that it will give you more energy. And if you're feeling like you need to eat foods that'll keep you more grounded, you're going to eat the foods that grow on the ground. For example, like a watermelon. So it's been really cool, like diving into this and looking at it in a different way. You know, when you're raising your own food, you're putting so much into it from the very beginning, raising the animals, to processing it if you process it yourself and how you do that. and also how you prepare your food and cook it. So there's a lot to it, really, when you think about it.
So we've taken all this new information that we've learned and that we believe in, and we've incorporated it in how we raise our birds. So in years past, we've raised them in like other people that we've watched on YouTube, in small confined cages where they don't move around a whole lot, so that they put weight on really quickly, and we can get them to harvest weight after 6 weeks or whatever.
And we would use the breed that is commonly used.
Yeah.
Which was the
Cornish cross.
Cornish cross. And if you guys are familiar or not familiar with those, raising those birds, I always hated going out there and feeding them. They were like vultures when you would feed them. They wwere nasty. They were fat. They were lazy. They were smelly. Like, there was nothing pretty about them. So when you're thinking about that and looking at that, and it's just like kind of off-putting when you're thinking about you're raising your own food and trying to do it a good way, and still like I don't know. So we've kind of chose to even do a different breed that gets in the way we raise them as well. So a different breed, and you can talk a little bit about the breed. I know
we chose the Black Jersey Giants. They are when they're completely grown out, they're a giant bird. The hens get up to 10 pounds. I think the roosters get up to like 13 pounds or something. So they're gigantic. They do take longer. They do take longer to get to that weight. But we weren't concerned with raising them quickly. Weren't even really concerned about raising them, cheap, I guess you could say. We just want good, strong, healthy birds. Yeah, the reason that people raise the Cornish cross is because they can do it in a cheap way, and get a large quantity of meat that is tender. And the reason the meat's tender is because the birds literally don't move around. They just lay around. So it's not good quality, like strong, healthy muscle that you're getting. That is completely the opposite of what we're doing now. So in theory, these birds are going to be, the meat may be a little more tough, but as long as you prepare it right, you're not going to have to worry about that. And she prepares all the food. She's an amazing cook. Slow cooker, and the pressure cooker is amazing.
And lots of love.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how tough the meat is. You put it in a pressure cooker or a slow cooker, it's going to come out tender. So anyway, we're not worried about the toughness, I guess you could say, of the bird. We're just worried about the quality of the meat that we're providing to ourselves and our kids. Went to the local Amish feed mill and got, I think it was 400 pounds of organic feed, and I still have a good chunk of that left. One of the good things about these birds is they forage great. So if we were raising Cornish cross, they would be eating probably 3 or 4 times as much feed as I feed these birds. I'll show you the feed setup that we got, and they go through about 40 pounds every 4 days, so about 10 pounds a day, and there's 60 birds out there. So anybody that's raised birds knows that that's a really good ratio. But you'll see why, because they're out there foraging, they're eating grass, they're eating bugs. So I'm just really happy that we chose to go this route, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far.
Yeah, so we'll take you out to the pasture and show you what they look like. They are beautiful birds.
Yeah, I hope it comes through on camera. There's they have green and blue feathers mixed in with the black feathers. They're really pretty.
And they look very happy and very healthy.
Yep. Yeah, it's a huge difference from what we've done in the past, raising the Cornish cross in the the Salatin style chicken tractors. So anyway, if you have your own piece of property that's big enough to do what we're doing out here, I highly encourage you to do it.
Okay, let's go take a peek.
All right, so these are the style of feeders that I came up with to raise these birds. It's just a 5-gallon bucket from the local farm store with a lid. And then we'll post what these are. I can't remember the manufacturer, the name of them, but it's designed so the chicken has to stick their head in the bucket and peck the feed out. It just reduces all the waste. If you're familiar with raising chickens, you know they like to get their food on the ground and sling it, you know, scratch it all over the place. This eliminates all that. So if you look inside here, the kit comes with a hole saw. So I just sawed 3 holes in this 5-gallon bucket, and then you stick it through there, and there's a little flange right here that screws it on. And then you just, you know, dump a bag of feed in here. A 40-pound bag of feed will fill it up to about here. And so I have 2 of these buckets. So every 4 days I'm putting a 40-pound bag of feed in there. You just snap the lid on, keeps it dry. You can see it has a little hood over it right here so water can't get in it. So it keeps the feed dry and it keeps the birds from wasting the food. They're incredible. They're really, really awesome. See what they're all doing? You'll never see a Cornish crossbird do that. You know, scratching through the grass, eating bugs, eating greens. That's what a good, healthy chicken looks like and what it's supposed to be doing.
All right, guys, thanks for watching today's video. We highly recommend, if you're interested in growing your own meat birds, to check out the Jersey Giants. Whoa.
Oh, I wish I would have got that. That one just went running across the chicken yard, flapping its wings, having a good old time. Also, stay tuned. She has revamped the Microgreen grow kits. We've added the pea shoot variety to the grow kit, and we've also added more soil into the kit. So we have those listed online. She's made some new videos in reference to planting the pea shoots in those kits. Those are also on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, so if you're interested in supporting our little small family business, please check out barefootmicrogreens.com and learn how to grow your own food.
And she gets comments and asks questions all the time about reordering soil from us so people can continue growing in their grow kit. We are in the planning phase of a different way to grow microgreens.
Using a different growing medium. So we were using soil. We were bagging up the soil ourselves, and just issues with bagging it up, issues with shipping and all the things. And people are messaging me all the time, having a hard time finding a good organic, good quality soil. We want you to keep growing and keep using the kits and growing that nutrient dense food. So we are testing out hemp mats and cocoa coir mats, and so far it's going really well. So we will be hopefully updating the website soon and adding that to our website so that you can purchase those from us.
Yeah, coming soon. We're in talks with some suppliers, so hopefully hopefully in the next month or so we will have that option available.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Coming soon.
See you
Make
later.
sure you like and share our videos.
Bye.
And subscribe if you're not subscribed, please.